can you hear in the back?
Yes.
Well, welcome this morning, particularly if you are new or new-ish. And also heartfelt welcome to those of you who are watching on the streaming this morning. I'm Eric Fromey, one of the assistant teachers here at KCC, joined by the lovely Zopa. And we welcome you to our Sangha this morning. Today's schedule is the usual Sunday schedule, so we'll do calm abiding meditation up until a little bit before 10 o'clock, have a break, and then have our question and answer period. That'll carry us up till 11. And Zopa and I hope that you find here this morning a place of true refuge. A place where you can set aside, at least for a few hours, your worries, all the competing demands on your time, all the things, little things and big things that can make life seem overwhelming. Take a moment to consciously set those to the side. Take a deep breath. For the next 2 hours, you're off the hook. Nothing you need do, nothing to do. So this is an opportunity to find a place to rest in the middle of things. And to do that, we begin by turning our minds away from all of our worries and to-do lists, and we focus on what is most important and most precious to us. And from that place, let's go for refuge by reciting the traditional refuge and bodhicitta prayer. Till the summit of enlightenment is reached, I and all beings go for refuge to the sources of true refuge. I will now practice the absorption of calm abiding in order to release all beings from their particular suffering and establish them in lasting peace and happiness. Until the summit of enlightenment is reached, I and all beings go for refuge to the sources of true refuge. I will now practice the absorption of calm abiding in order to release all beings from their particular suffering and establish them in lasting peace and happiness. Until the summit of enlightenment is reached, I and all beings go for refuge to the sources of true refuge. I will now practice practice the absorption of calm abiding in order to release all beings from their particular suffering and establish them in lasting peace and happiness. Now, as we begin the period of formal calm abiding meditation, it will last about 45 minutes. I'm going to add a little something this morning. And it's a guided meditation by Thich Nhat Hanh called Touching the Earth. And this meditation is named for a important moment in the life of the Buddha. Many of you know the story of the Buddha's enlightenment. When he sat beneath the Bodhi tree, he was assailed by Mara, the king of demons, of death, rebirth, and desire, who tried every trick to frighten or tempt the Buddha away from attaining liberation. And the story goes, at the moment when the Buddha felt some doubt, some hesitation, Mara asked him, "Who do you think you are to dare to do something like this?" At that moment, the Buddha reached down with his right hand and touched the earth. And with that gesture and that support, and the earth as his witness, he went on to attain enlightenment. So first I'm going to have us establish ourselves in calm abiding, and I'll give some instructions on that. And once we're resting in that space, I'll read Thich Nhat Hanh's Touching the Earth practice, which goes nicely along with the in-breath and out-breath. So in calm abiding, we begin by first grounding ourselves in our bodies. Feeling our posture, feeling our weight in contact with the floor, with our chair. Ensure that you're sitting up straight. Feel for any tension in your body, and as you breathe in and breathe out, let the tension go so that your body is in a state of relaxation, but also alert. And then bring your awareness to your breathing. Place it gently on your breath.
investigate your breath or think about it or control it. You're simply noticing your breath and resting in that noticing. And when you're distracted, as soon as you notice, bring your mind back to your breathing. Gently and with kindness. So now I'm going to read the Touching the Earth practice, which has 16 lines. Or 8 couplets. And the first line in each couplet goes with the in-breath, and the second with the out-breath. Breathing in, I am aware of my breath. Breathing out, I am aware of my out-breath. Breathing in, I am aware that I grow old. Breathing out, I know I cannot escape old age. Breathing in, I am aware of my nature to have ill health. Breathing out, I know I cannot escape ill health. Breathing in, I know I shall die. Breathing out, I know I cannot escape death. Breathing in, I know that one day I shall have to abandon all I love and cherish. Breathing out, escape abandoning all I cherish. Breathing in, I know that my actions of body, speech, and mind are my only true belongings. Breathing out, I know I cannot escape the consequences of my actions. Breathing in, I determine to live my days deeply in mindfulness. Breathing out, I see the joy and benefit of living in the present moment. Breathing in, I vow to offer joy each day to my beloved. Breathing out, I vow to ease the pain of my beloved. So for the remainder of our time, I invite you to hold and rest with any feelings that remain from this reflection. Hold them gently and kindly in your attention, like you might cradle a child. And whatever you decide is the object of your attention, keep coming back to it, breathing in and out until Michael rings the bell. Rest your strength for a minute. So let's see. Now we have a break for about 10 or 15 minutes, and Michael will start ringing the bell to let us know when it's time to come back. But in the meantime, we have tea in the back of the kitchen, and please help yourself to a cup of tea. And we have 3 bathrooms in the house. One if you walk straight back in the kitchen, one at the top of the stairs on the right, and one if you go downstairs into the basement. There's a bathroom also on the right, to the right of the stairs. And let me see, do we have announcements that we should make?
Let's see. Well, you might talk about the death and dying for a moment, since
Sure.
it's in process.
Yes. Today is class 2 for the Death and Dying seminar, Planning Your Own Death, that I'm co-leading with Chosen Bays, the Roshi of Zen Community of Oregon. And class 2 is today, but if you didn't go to class 1, you're welcome to go to class 2. We figured out that none of us, neither Chosen nor I, can actually make all 8 of them. So today I'll be giving presentations on advanced care planning, and then a more elaborated teaching about the Touching the Earth practice that we just did. And let's see, there's 8 classes. They are at Heart of Wisdom Zen Temple in the Northeast, and they're from 3:30 to 5 for the next 7 consecutive Sundays. And it'll alternate. Chosen and I and Mary Woods and David McWhorter are also leading some sessions.
Thank you for doing that. The mind training group, KCC's mind training discussion learning group, has started, and it's the 2nd and 4th Thursdays of the month at 7 to 8:30. And you don't need to come for the whole time. You can come to any of them. You can drop in. That's being led by Tim Campbell, assisted by me. And that's this next Thursday here. So we're using a book called Essential Mind Training. It's many mind training texts, including the 7-point mind training. They're very powerful, and it's translated by Thupten Jinpa, who is the interpreter for the Dalai Lama. So it's a small paperback. We had some, but I think they all sold out.
They're sold out, and it's not looking good as far as we getting more.
Okay, so
if you can find it online, is probably the
yeah,
best thing to do.
easily available online. There's used copies online, but we always try to. I'm looking at Diane, so because we try to coordinate with the KCC bookstore, who did buy 10 and they're gone.
We bought every one we could get.
Yeah, yeah, and thank you.
And you just want the paperback for this course. You no need to buy the huge hardback version.
Yeah, they have kind of different names anyway, so, yeah. Then there's a SCOL, that's our 3-year retreat land. There's a work party. What's today's date?
Saturday.
I need a calendar in front of me.
Next
This coming up Saturday. And that will be 1:30 to 4:30, but it takes a little while to get out there, so.
1:30, I thought it started early.
Well,
10.
that's what it
10.
says.
Starts at 10.
Oh,
9:30
okay.
to 10.
Okay, I pulled these off of the internet, so I don't know. Okay, so talk to Linda here or Peter here, who are sitting right here, if you're interested in going out there, or go online. Also, we have a newcomers night. If you are a newcomer, or you don't even have to be a newcomer, if you have questions, kind of basic questions about what we're doing here, what's KCC, what's the history, how you fit in, That's on the 20th at 7:30 p.m. And that's usually led by Jeff and Sally Allworth, who are longtime students here. And at the end of the month, on the 30th, we're going to have a children's blessing by Mama Michael. That will be here, and it will follow this 2-hour session. So bring your children or your friends' children or any children, and it will be a very short kind of ceremony to bless them, to welcome them to the community, welcome them to Buddhist kind of atmosphere. Anything else? Oh, young adults. We have young adults the first Friday of every month, so we just had it for October, but it will show up again in November. And Holly Hisamoto leads that in the evening. Any other?
The end of November, Rinpoche will be here.
Nice and loud. Oh, yeah, you want to talk about that? Thank you for reminding us over and over. When Bill's not here, we lose that piece sometimes.
Yeah.
Not truly, but.
Well, Ringu Toku's coming. There was just an announcement that went out on our announce listserv. It sounds like he was going to do something on Friday, but that's been moved to Saturday. And I believe it's the 26th of November and Sunday the 27th of November. And I think we have we may not have a flyer about it yet because it just got changed a little bit. And then I heard they're trying to plan something for the Monday and Tuesday following. But Ringu Tulku's a wonderful Tibetan teacher who speaks English and has written a number of books that we've used in our Three Turnings cycle. So we're very excited to have him come. And if you've never connected with one of the Tibetan teachers before, highly encourage you to come and check him out.
And he's really unique. I mean, his English is fantastic, and he teaches in English, so that's wonderful. He really does understand the Western mentality quite well, and he just loves to talk in parables and tell tales. He's quite entertaining as well as quite good.
And we have a number of his books right there on the glass shelf as you come in the front door.
We are getting many.
They're wonderful, from the little teeny books, kind of daily life things, to the larger one. And he coordinates the Karmapa centers in Western Europe. And so he travels, as Diane said, widely in the Western world, and is very savvy. You can tell from reading his books, very savvy about how Westerners and the traditional Buddhism come together. So yeah, think about being around for that.
So on the 23rd of October is the Omze meeting, following this here for bell ringers. And so also, if you've been talking to somebody about the possibility of volunteering for that, that would also be appropriate for you to come to.
Good.
Yes, please do.
And even if you're just thinking about it, like I might want to be the one who keeps time, rings the bell, sets up early, go to that meeting. You can talk to Michael there more about it. Need more help.
And I'd like to introduce my good friend and neighbor, Sabai Bennett. She's the brave teacher of 30 rambunctious pre-adolescents and strong woman number. And also we have Grace here from Brooklyn, New York. She's visiting, I believe, from KTT.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Welcome.
Brooklyn's my hometown, so I'll say hello to her.
All right. Well, that's it. Have a good break.
Have tea.
Thank you.